someone needs to let me know if I am the only one that has noticed that men are not like how they were when our parents were growing up. Like, I grew up, I don't know if it's because like the Italian values or what, like I grew up like the man is supposed to take care of the woman. The man is supposed to go up to the girls. Like the man is supposed to have drive and initiate everything. Like, I feel like now it's so hard to find guys that like even just in general have drive in life. Like, I feel like it's so different, and I don't know, like I personally never get approached. I never. Maybe something's wrong with me. I don't know. But like I feel like then like whenever I like talk about it, everyone's like, oh well, they want the girl to like go up to them. Like, what? When did this change? When did this change?
Fellas, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Women do approach men. Do not believe the cap about women not approaching, okay? When they say they don't want to approach, they don't want to approach average guys. A guy that's average or a guy that's below average in her mind should be approaching her, should be chasing her. And studies actually show that relationships last much longer when the woman makes the first move because there's a genuine attraction there. When you are playing cat and mouse with a woman and you're chasing her, she has the upper hand, and typically it's because you like her more than she likes you, so she's not really genuinely attracted. She's tolerating. And this is what you see in most cases in marriages a lot of the times. You'll have a lot of women who fuck off their young years getting pumped and dumped with all these guys who they deem as, you know, higher value or alpha or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and soon realize that they were only options for these guys. They were not the choice. And so they curve all of these good guys, and then once they're pumped and dumped later on in life, they want these guys to settle down and marry them, even though they're 2 or 3 kids in, bodies totally different. But she spends her younger years curving the guys that she doesn't find attractive or who is not sought after. And just like in the clip that I just played, what you have is a woman complaining about men not approaching. This is an attractive chick. She's not a bad looking chick. I looked at her Instagram, not bad looking at all. Guys are definitely approaching her, but the problem is the type of guys that are approaching her are not approaching her. So in her mind, translation, men don't approach anymore. Men aren't masculine anymore, which I will say to a certain extent, men are not as masculine as they used to be. And that's for a different variety of things. And that's a video topic for another day. But men are definitely approaching this chick. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road, right? Women are attracted to or will approach 2 types of guys who fall in these 2 categories. Either you are above the genetic norm to her, like she finds you really, really attractive. Usually guys who are really attractive, and we all know those type of guys who are really attractive. They're the type of guy that walked into the room in your mind, you like, oh, he get hoes. Or, you know, the type of girl, the type of guy you wouldn't want your girl around because you know that, damn, women find this guy really attractive. They will approach these type of guys, or they will approach a guy who has, you know, social credibility, meaning that he's known in the community, either being Instagram famous or maybe he's famous for some shit like, you know, like a celebrity or athlete or something like that. Anything where a guy is known for something and he has social proven credibility, women will chase. Or a guy that they know who is financially well off, she will make herself accessible to him. Let's just say like you work in the workplace, right? And let's just say like I used to work in the hospital. You would see a lot of the nurses chasing the doctors. They would chase the doctors. You understand? They would make themselves really accessible, really flirty, extra, you know, friendly with them. They would make it known that, hey, you can sleep with me, right? So what happens is if you are a guy who doesn't fall in these 2 categories, you are the guy who's chasing. Typically, men who have options are not going to chase. They're not. There's no need for you to chase when you are a sought after guy. And I am telling you all that women will approach you, and not to be cocky and not to be arrogant, but it is what it is. I've had this shit happen to me, guys. Guys, I'm 6'2". I'm decently handsome guy and I'm in shape. I've had, I mean, this shit happens all the fucking time. Like if I go out, you can best believe that at least one woman is going to approach me, or she's going to send her friend over to say, hey, my friend thinks you're attractive. Now, there will be times when women will play this game, if you are an attractive guy, where they will ignore you because they know that you get attention and they don't want to seem like they're chasing and all of this shit. But trust me, yo, if you just give it some time and you don't pay that no attention, they're going to make it known that they are attracted to you, bro. I have a homie who's really fucking jacked, handsome guy, about 6'3", and every time we fucking go out, we used to always, go to these pool parties, and we would get like crazy pumps, right? And we would go to the pool party, walking that bitch all late, shirts off, and I'm talking about, it would always be women who would throw themselves at my bro, right? I'm talking about like they're going to, I've even seen women offer to take pictures with this dude, bro. So listen, if you're not a guy that falls in those categories, you're not going to understand the other side of female nature. Females will lie and say that they don't do this and they don't do that. But in actuality, they will chase, and they will definitely make themselves accessible for the guy who they feel is on a higher level than them, whether it be maybe they find him to be on a higher physical attraction level, or maybe they deem him to be higher financially because he makes more money. She will make herself known, and she will make it easy for you to talk to her. Now, social media has totally changed the game, because back in the day, I would say women threw themselves after guys. Like, think about how many times have you seen, videos of Michael Jackson running through the mall or running after a concert, and all these women following him and making themselves accessible, showing up at his hotel room, and all these celebrities back in the day would have to deal with that. But see, the thing about social media is that now, as a guy, right, you can basically flaunt your lifestyle online, and women will throw themselves at you like through the DMs and shit like that, bro. So not only will it happen in person, it'll also happen that way. So social media has added another outlet for you to have options. So as a man in today's society, you're used to getting hit on in public, and then you're used to getting hit on via social media. So why in the fuck would you chase women, right? Why would you chase? There's no need for you to chase when you're a sought after guy. And what women want today is for men who have options to chase them. But there's no need for you to do that. Now, let's just say you are a guy that doesn't fall in the genetic pool of being attractive, right? It's okay. Because honestly, I feel like most men can make themselves way more attractive. Just get a decent body fat percentage, hit the gym, dress better, get a haircut. You will be at least 3 or 4 points more attractive, right? The thing is that body game is very important, and most men don't understand how being in shape is an unspoken language. When you're in shape, you don't have to say much. Women will see you, bro. Just like how you notice a woman that's bad, they're gonna notice a guy that's in shape, and it's going to exude of masculinity. Problem is, most guys don't want to hit the gym. But if you do these 3 things, fix your wardrobe, wear clothes that fit, get a decent body fat percentage, let's say down anywhere 15 to 12% body fat, and make sure you're on top of your grooming, it will make you look a lot more handsome, right? Or just get really financially successful, and you will still make yourself attractive, because having the ability to live a certain lifestyle is attractive. And you play the bait and dating game on social media. That's why you often have a lot of guys who may not be that attractive, but they show off their lifestyle on social media, and that alone will attract women, and women will chase. That's why you often wonder why you see beautiful women with guys who are not so attractive, is because he either has a lot of money, or his riz is crazy. He's very, very charismatic, or he's very sexually blessed. You will still attract women who society will deem out of your league. That's the beauty about being a man. We have more than just our looks that can be an avenue for us to attract women. But for women, their beauty and their beauty solely alone is their exchange in society to attract an opposite mate. Women have to be beautiful if they want to attract a certain caliber of guy. You don't have to be attractive as a man physically to attract a certain caliber of woman. Now, this is not to say that you won't end up falling into the paymaster category or tricking off, but if you are a guy who's not really that emotionally bothered by that and you just want to get your nut off, even if you're not that attractive, but you're financially successful, you will attract beautiful fucking women. So when women say men are not chasing, translation is the men that I want are not approaching me. The men who are approaching me, women don't even see you if you're not falling in these two categories for the most part. Because even a woman that's a 5 dreams of being with a guy that's genetically above the norm or financially above the norm. This is just how they think. Society has created a way for them to live in a fantasy land, and this is what they want, and this is what they are attracted to. So if these type of guys are not approaching her, it's a problem. Men are not attracted to me. Well, the men you want are not attracted to you. Women typically, in a lot of cases, spend their 20s, bro, and their young years where they are the most attractive, chasing guys who she deems as a higher value guy. And every woman on this earth has curved a good guy because she didn't think that he was fucking good enough. And later on in life, when she's 2 or 3 kids in, 40, 50 pounds overweight, now she wants to come back to find these guys to be Captain Save-A-Ho. But you didn't pay no attention to these guys when you're in your genetic prime. So when men get in our prime, because we typically get into our prime later, now they want to lock you down and say that something's wrong with you because you're not wanting to be married, but you exercise your genetic prime early on in life. So why am I not allowed to exercise my prime, whether it be genetically or financially? Because you can have guys who, if you look at most pictures of women when they were 23 versus 35, they look way better at 23. But if you were to compare pictures of men at 23 versus 35, most men are going to look better at 35. You have, especially if you're a guy that's on your grind, you're taking care of yourself, you're on top of your grooming, you're in the gym, you're going to look way better at 35, and you're probably going to be a lot more financially well off. So that's the way the tables turn. So fellas, my advice to you is do not chase women. You don't have to. Work on yourself, improve physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, in all aspects of your life, especially for my young guys. 20 years old, fuck them. Don't even chase them. Chase success. Chase building your fucking life, bro. And I promise you, the tables will turn, and those same girls who didn't pay you any attention, will you fuck me? Will be knocking at your fucking door, bro. But look, that's it for the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, fellas. Peace.